Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, my name is LJ and you're watching NoClutch Garage. Today we're going to be talking about Bimmercode. I have with me my friend's 340i. As you guys know, my 340i is pretty much dead at this point, so I borrowed his car since he's going to be out of town and we're going to have some fun with it. But I wanted to start off with Bimmercode because there are a few things about Bimmercode that I really like. But today I'm just going to show you the basic functionality of Bimmercode, how to get it, how to use it, and the kinds of things that you can do with it. So there are a few key things that you're going to need whenever you start this process. The first one is you're going to want an adapter. And I know there are a few adapters out there like Thor, VPeak, MHD, and all of those. So I have MHD, and this is the adapter that I use to flash XHP, XDelete, and MHD. And it works as well for Bimmercode. So we're going to be using this today. And of course, you're going to need a phone. And in my case, I have an iPhone. And all we have to do first is we're going to have to pair it. But first, I want to show you the app. So here we have the app. When you first download the app, it's not going to be the full version, but it's going to ask you if you want to purchase it. The app itself, the services, is $31. So I don't think it's that expensive. I think it's a good buy. And you get to code your car with whatever hidden features that BMW has that your car may be capable of. So to see compatibility, at the opening screen, you can look right here and there's like a little gear icon and you press it. If you go into adapter, you can see all the things that you can use to connect, right? So you can use that Ethernet cable, Kiwi. I'm using the MHD Ethernet, so I'm gonna go ahead and click that. And you have other options like VPeak. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is going to be to plug in my adapter. Now that my adapter is plugged in, we want to go ahead and press the ignition button. You're going to keep your feet off the brake so it doesn't turn on, and all the lights are going to come on. And basically why you want to do that is because it's going to turn on the adapter so it comes on right here on your networks. So we're going to go ahead and choose the MHD network, and now we're able to use Bimmercode. So we're going to go ahead and connect, and then this menu comes up. We're going to do 3 series, and we're going to press continue. Takes you to the loading screen. It'll take a few seconds, and now we have everything right here. So you can edit anything from the active sound design if your car has that, front light electronics, head unit, instrument cluster. There's just a lot of things that you can do with it. And of course, you can look at the information of your car, what's equipped with it. It tells you everything about your car. So for any given module, or control units, there's going to be modules in them. So for example, active sound design, that's where the sound is being pumped through the speakers. It'll, this one for example says unassigned value or deactivated. If you want to turn it off completely, you can turn it off completely. There is also this thing called expert mode, which you need to do more research when using this, but basically it's going to expand that simplified menu from before into, for example, model range, right? So here are all the models. Of course, this is on the F30. The engine, of course, if you want, for example, B58, which we have right here, and of course we want B58 because we have a B58. You could also do S55 sounds, which never do S55, it sounds terrible. Or you can do N55, which sounds really good. But yeah, so you can change that around. If it has a comp pack, so if you wanted to do S55 with a competition package on it, so you can change all of that. All of these have different options, and there are a few features on here. For example, advanced crash safety module. The bigger the module, the longer it's going to take to load. So for example, seatbelt reminder. When you get in your car and you start driving and it reminds you about your seatbelt, so you can turn that off if you don't want it. It's really annoying, to be honest. So this one's deactivated. I think this car's been coded before, but you can deactivate all of those, all the indicators, or if you want to leave them on, at what speed do you want to be reminded that you don't have your seatbelt on. So for example, another one would be like your front lights, your electronics. So you know, your angel eye brightness. This is actually really cool. By default it's set to 46%, but you can set it to 100%. On my personal car, these are set to 100%, and that's why they're so bright and they look so good. I really like them. And of course, if you go into expert mode, then you can control more things. And honestly, if you don't know any of these, don't mess with it, because it's, when they mean expert mode, when they say expert mode, it really means expert mode. It's a lot of menus in here that you can get through. Your head unit, for example, your iDrive, you can set defaults and take features away, or you know, add more features. So the warning chime, what kind of warning chime you want, right? So is it the BMW warning chime, or the I warning chime, or the Rolls-Royce warning chime? For example, let's go ahead and go into the Rolls-Royce warning chime. So once you make a selection, go ahead and go back, and once everything is the way you want it, you go right here and you press code. So we're gonna press code, and it gives you a reminder, coding process should not be interrupted. You know, make sure you have sufficient battery for everything. Make sure airplane mode's enabled if you're using a Bluetooth adapter. So then you just start coding, and this shouldn't take that long really. So the coding is successful. So now when we hear a warning light, it should sound like the Rolls-Royce warning light. So if we go turn it off, turn it back on, I guess Rolls-Royce doesn't have a sound. Alright, so let's try another one. Let's try the eye warning. So we'll code that. We'll start coding. It's going to reset the ECU. Now set the coding is successful. You're going to see the iDrive restart and everything. So turn off. There you go. Did you hear that chime? It's so much different. I actually really like that. I might switch that for my car myself, for my personal car, but we're gonna put it back to the way he had it. But anyway guys, there is so much that you can change on here. You know, you start animations, tire pressure control. If you just want to display the tire pressure, I actually have mine with the pressure and the temperature, which is great. That's something that you really want, especially if you're racing. Sports displays, there really is a lot that you can do with this car. You can change the looks of your iDrive. You can change the functionalities of many things. If you want your key fob to be able to open and close your windows, if you want certain things in your digital cluster, your low fuel warnings, start logos, you know, all of that stuff is going to be here. You know, if you want to start in eco mode, which I don't know why you would, definitely don't want that. Some cars don't have Sport Plus, but here you can add it, and I'm not exactly sure what this does, but I'm going to research it a little bit. Anyway guys, that has been it for the Bimmercode coding introduction / how to use it / how to get it. I will be posting another video about Bimmercode that has the top 5 features that I really like about Bimmercode. I'm gonna spend some time with it and see what all the features are. I have my car coded a certain way, but honestly, it was done with Bimmercode, but it wasn't my Bimmercode, so I didn't have the ability to look at all the options and everything I can do on there. So if I find something interesting, any notable mentions, I'll definitely add them to my list of favorites. But as of right now, this is it. This is how you use it. I expect that there's probably many more videos about this out there, but I'll give you my opinions on which of those features are actually my favorite. That video's coming up. Anyway guys, if you like what you saw, go ahead and give this video a like, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and share this video, and as always, thank you for all your support and watching this channel. But anyway, that's it for me guys, and I'll see you next video.